Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist with about 30 years of clinical practice, and I am working on my series of treatment ideas with children with cerebral palsy, with autism. And I am here with, I get so confused, with my co-instructor, and this is Penny, and Penny does not have autism. I've done several different series where I worked on visual tracking and worked on interactive play, and I'm just now starting to work on imitation. When I first do imitation, I have the best success if I do an action with an object. I start off with a single action and then I ask them to copy. So I do really simple things like stepping over or jumping down or walking on or kicking a ball or throwing a ball. I've got set up something here where she's going to copy me walking on the blank that I have a fold up. So the first thing I want to make sure that is happening is that my client is not running around the room. I make sure they're sitting, and she's going to make sure that she's pretending like this chair doesn't spin even though it's really hard. So I have them on something that does, oh my stars, hop up and let's change you to a different one. Have a seat right here. There you go. On a seat, does not move around because that is too distracting. I also make sure that when I do the demonstration that I'm doing it, not to their side. So hop on up. I want it to be right there in front of them, so sit down right there. Now, what I find is that if I have them sitting too far away and I do the demonstration, this might be too close, but if I have them too far away, a demonstration that's done on the other side of the football field is less meaningful than a demonstration that's done right smack in front of them. And even if they're this close, if they're not watching, then they're not learning what you're doing. So I try to make sure that they're watching. Hi. And that can be tricky. Sometimes that takes a parent beside them helping them to watch. Can you watch me walk on this? I like to start off with something to start on, so I am using a pot holder as a red square to start. And then I'm going to walk on. Can you do that? Amazing. I'm going to go back. You ready? You watching? Very nicely done. Again, Penny makes this look so easy. Penny, you totally rocked that. But you want to have a seat right there again? Some of my kids have a really hard time with it. So I try to make sure that there is a reward if that is what's needed. Sometimes I have a client right now that the only way that she's interested in copying me is once she steps over that I pick her up and I spin her around. I have another client that I have to pick them up and flip them upside down. You have to find what is interesting to them. And a lot of times my clients on the autistic spectrum, it has to do with movement. Sometimes it's just a big hug. Sometimes it's to be able to put a piece in on a puzzle that they want. But for EJ, it's just, can you please do it? I am talking again. Okay, so this is time. I'm going to walk and step over. Can you watch me? Step over. Can you do that? Oh, God. Hold on. You know what? I totally messed up. Sorry. Can I try it again? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start here and step over. Can you do that? You are so good at it. Okay. Hop in your seat again. Your seat right there. Over. Thank you. With a broomstick, you can also do it straddle, 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 straddle. You ready? Straddle, 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 straddle. Can you do that? So easy. Or I'll do things with balls, just simple things. A lot of times a kid will have a preference for whether they kick or throw. If they have a preference for one when I'm first starting, that's the one I'll use. So I'm going to kick that ball. Can you do it? Yeah. Can you kick that ball? Perfect. So I start off with simple actions with objects. These are just simple examples of them. Stepping over, jumping down, stepping up, stepping down, walking on, kicking, throwing. Simple actions with objects to be able to work on the beginning level of imitation skills. I hope this is helpful for you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. If you liked this video and would like to be notified by email when the next video comes out, click the subscribe button here and click the golden bell icon and ensure notifications are enabled on your account.